fugitive running from the police after murdering your piece of shit wife? Or are you a spy gallivanting around in pursuit of a target?
I'm Veronika Sterling-Whitehall, and today I'll be teaching you wonderful Yankee candles how to blend in with the British folk. So without further ado, let's get right into the class.
The consummation of food is very vital in human lives, and British are no exception. But manners are essential in the British lifestyle, so no matter the temptation, you must restrain yourself from shoving a big fat cheeseburger down your throat like some commoner. A good place of choice for a delectable snack is Greggs, a staple in the British pastry industry. Their sausage rolls are absolutely exquisite, darling.
But of course, if you're not immune to nostalgia, we may not have a Walmart, but we have this British twin, Asda, where you can get your delicious meal deal.
Oh my fucking god, they are related as well.
But whether it's beans, broth or biscuits, one must assume proper precautions. Posture up and pinky out to salute to His Majesty. Cheers, darlings.
As a British person, one must know the correct method of making tea. After all, if you're making this liquid gold for your friends, their opinion of you is at stake. Did you know that 50% of a British citizen's self-worth is in their tea-making abilities? After all, you wouldn't want to enrage the Prime Minister, oh gosh no!
Now that is one incident that I must address before we start. Every British person must have a kettle in their home, which you can easily purchase from Tesco's or Curry. But whatever you do, please do not make your tea like this.
So fill our mug with water, put it in the microwave, set it for a minute.
I don't know how hard that poor soul was dropped as a child, but whatever you do not make your tea in the pop-tea ping. That is absolute blasphemy.
Now that's out of the way, let's get right into how to make the perfect cup of tea. Firstly, grab your magnificent kettle and fill it up with council pop to roughly the amount that you need. Next, place it down and turn it on. Whilst the kettle is boiling, prepare the tea by placing the tea bag into the mug, followed by the amount of sugar that one enjoys. Once the kettle is boiled, the switch will automatically flip back to indicate that the council pop is at a sufficient temperature. Once this has happened, elevate the kettle and pour its wonderful contents into the mug. Fill it around 7/8 full. We will need the other eighth of the mug space for later. Next, stir the tea to help the sweet sugar and tea fuse with the steamy council pop. Don't forget to squeeze the tea back against the edge of the cup so the succulent tea is extracted from the bag for a richer taste. Once the wonderful brew is at a darkened hue of colour, extract the tea bag from the mug, squeezing out the last of its moisture before popping it in the bin.
Oh shit, no!
Finally, pour in a dash of cow juice and stir the magnificent beverage until it is a golden brown.
And there we have it, sweetheart. 1 cup of British gold. Bottoms up.
Now, in order to be able to blend in with the British folk, you must be able to speak like us too. And even though us Brits share the same language as the US of A, there's a lot of things that we pronounce differently. So allow me to take on a wonderful stroll on British pronunciation.
In America, you may see this word and say aluminum. However, in Britain, we say aluminium. Instead of calling these pants, we call them trousers. This next section might be a tad confusing. These are fries, but if they're chunky, we call them chips. And what you call chips, we call crisps. We also pronounce some letters differently too. This is a H and this is a Z. If you live in a building with many other residents, we call that a flat rather than an apartment. If you own a car, there are 2 main name differences. What you might call the hood, we call the bonnet. What you call the trunk, we call the boot. There are many, many more, but by mingling with other British people, it should be simple to pick up. Just make sure that the ones you are mingling with aren't the ones trying to kill you.
The English language is so peculiar, and I'm proud to be one of its many speakers. Now, I I know you wonderful Yankee candles have the ability to feel gratitude just like any other human on this earth, but in order to blend in with the British, that ability must be amplified higher than Boris Johnson's bank account.
In order to achieve this simple goal, one must gaslight themselves into thinking that everything in existence is the best gift they've ever received.
Driving on the left side of the road? Fucking fabulous! Freezing your tits off? Bloody lovely!
Cheerful locals.
Go fuck yourself, mister.
I had passionate coitus with his mother last night.
Are you undercover and bored out of your mind? Well, the theatre is a wonderful British establishment, home to the wonders of pantomimes, full of over-the-top acting, musical numbers, and fabulous drag queens.
And hey, if you like drag queens in the pantomime but not at pride parades, then you're a fucking hypocrite. If sitting for an hour isn't for you, why not venture in the park for wonderful sporting activities? Why not have a game of frisbee, cricket, or even football? Fucking prick.
With balls is not your thing. Why not have an exquisite time at the beach? Enjoy laying in the gun-cooked glass or swimming in the sea.
But if you're playing in the English Channel and you need to search for the nearest Wetherspoons for a steamy piss, don't bother, because with the amount of sewage in the sea, the chance of health officials finding a urine sample is like finding a drop of tea in a cup of coffee.
And that's about it for the basics of being British. I bid you farewell and hope that this splendid film has assisted you in some way. Cheerio, darling. All done?
Yeah.
Good. Fuck, these heels are killing me. I'm gonna go get a bueno from the vending machine.